Today I'm gonna talk about skill migration, especially South Australia. So, what is the minimum criteria? How many different courses are available in South Australia? If you really want to migrate through a skill occupation pathway, skill visa pathway. So, first of all, we have to see here that the main path is breakdown into four options for the South Australia graduate. Second is skilled employment in South Australia. Third is our original skilled employment. Fourth is offshore one. As it is name mentioned, you already know that the different pathway, which group belongs to this different pathway. I'm going to walk through step by step so you will know the general knowledge about this and whether this state is really relevant for you or not to move into this state from other interstate, or those who are in the offshore they are really love to land on this state or not. Well, first of all, we have to take the first option, that is South Australian graduate. And this is also very important, that who are really already have been studying in South Australia or who are planning to study in South Australia. So what are the benefits if they really study in this state? So you have to see there, you can see there are some eligibility guidelines they have given to us. First of all, you have to submit UI on the Department of Home Affairs through SkillSelect, and then the minimum criteria you already know that you have not turned out 45 years. You have been hold a competent English as well as a valid occupation, skill output, positive skill output, and with the occupation should be set out in Home Affairs skill occupation list. So you can also the furthermore you also have to be eligible skill occupation that is set out or outlined in South Australia. If your skill occupation is not found out here, then you are no longer eligible to apply ROI in South Australia, and there's no point to apply UI in South Australia. So you just check out here, just which occupation are you are belong to. Your occupation really comes under this occupation list, which is rolled out by South Australia. If it is here, then you are lucky one to apply ROI and UI in South Australia. If it is not found here, then please don't try to just lodge UI, and it's not for you. The other thing is that competent English skill assessment. You should have a positive skill assessment, and the competent English minimum is a competent English, but the higher score that you have, then the more chances to get invited. Minimum score is 65 is Department Home Affairs, but if you have more score, then minimum 80 is 85, then the higher chance to get invited. And the one important point is wherever you study, right, South Australia or wherever in Australia, your institute should be registered in CRICOS. How to find out your institute really registered in CRICOS or not? You just go the South Australia, any state which you wanna to see. South Australia comes out here. Just click this one, and then you can just start search all the valid CRICOS registered institutes will be shown here, and then you can check out your institute really comes under this given list or not. There's 8 9 page list, is very big list. You can go one by one, and once it is not here, then you are not required to enroll those institute, because you will not get the eligibility if you enroll those institute which are not CRICOS registered. Yeah, the other one is that your study minimum qualification listed for nominated occupation list. So I already mentioned that home affairs occupation as well as South Australia state occupation set out list. If your occupation are not found there as not listed out there, then you are no longer eligible to lodge your UI and RY. A minimum 75% of qualification must have been completed or in South Australia. That means if you like 2 years, if you want a semester you study online or out of Australia, even out of Adelaide is okay, but 75%, at least 3 semesters you have to study there in the, South Australia means, yeah. Anyway, you just need to how many semester your course will be finished, and that all total 75% you must be in the South Australia and in person, and the institute located in South Australia. And if you are, cannot satisfy those criteria, then you will not you will not lose the UI and ROI. You must reside at least 1 year. So all total, if you are really satisfied 75% criteria, even graduate diploma which needs just 1.5 year, that times. So whether it is course is very long duration or short duration, but you have to minimum 1 year you have to be staying in those South Australia if you really wanna lose your ROI or UI through graduate student path. And the most important thing is please don't be skip out this option, because once you graduated you have been live minimum 6 months in the South Australia, or you have been coming from the you are moving out from other state, so you have been living minimum 6 months in South Australia prior to lodge UI. So if you have not those criteria, please wait to make at least 6 months before you lodging the EUI. The minimum 30 hours and at least 6 months, you have been working at least full time 6 months, and minimum 30 hours means you cannot work 30 hours per week while you are a student. So that means once you graduated and then while you lost 485 visa or any other visa which has a full work time, working full rights, then that time in bridging visa like a bridging A or bridging B, and that this those type of visa you have to maintain at least 6 months to working at least 30 hours per week. If you are out of these like any other bridging visa like CDE, or if you have been working those visa which have not granted you to work full time or right, then you are not eligible. So you have to be careful about those things. Once you met all of the major of or live up or met what you want, what you said, then you have well eligible, sound eligible to apply registration of stress, and you have to come down this like a page where you can register your name, like you are going to you are migration agent or skill migrant, employed, whatever you are, you skill migrant. So just choose this one, pick up then your name, your family name, your email, confirm the email, your passport number, because you are in Australia means your passport number, your visa number, which visa are you currently here, date of birth and password, and then you can register here. Then you will lodge the once you lodge in this page, then they will ask the all document what is really needed. Then you have to submit or turn in all those documents. Then you are already lose ROI. That is the way to lose ROI. So once you lose your ROI, then you have to wait. It is not guaranteed that you will get invited, but if you are really lucky, you have more points than others, then you might get invited. That is the for graduate ones option. The next option I'm going to talk about is skill employment, outer skill employment, and offshore. Those all are similar. Most of the criteria are same, but there's a little difference. So I think this video will be very long, so it will be bored. So I just want to end up. If you really want to like those kind of information, and if it really useful for you, then you can like, comment, and subscribe. So it will be motivating me. Thank you.